Here he comes. That's my brother. We're going to the boxing day styles. It's about 20 past 8. I'm a bit hungover from drinking Greek ouzo because my dad doesn't speak English, but it's a long story.
It's double the merits until we're supposed to drink. I'm not getting fucked up.
That's where we're going. No one here. The 2024 Boxing Day physical media sale. 30% off. A lot of great deals here. We got DVDs. We got Blu-Rays. And we've also got 4Ks here somewhere. Now I've got my movie list here, which is the J. Baruchel list, the last of the Baruchels. That's what this year's list is called. And come along with the ride. I'll cut the shit. Now let's get this party started. So here we have is horror, and then we got 4Ks. So let's go to Hellraiser, such a great movie. So this is the first one I'm gonna get today. Election, because I've been wanting to get this. But I'm just gonna do this. Look at that. Just gonna shake that up. So Election's the first one. Put that in the basket. Okay. Eyes Without a Face. This is one that I really wanted to get. This is like a classic. No shaking. So I'll put that one in here, Eyes Without a Face. Purple classic, this one. I gotta get this one too. This is the old one, so we'll get this Pet Cemetery. And of course, gotta get The Exorcist. I'm gonna put that one in here. I have to get this one, being a big fan of Native American culture, reason as to why I grew my hair this long, etc. We have just the gifts. There's only like 1 or 2 DVDs that I want to get. This looks like fun. I'll get this one too. I finished now at this JB Hi-Fi. So here is the Burgermobile, and I'm here in Leichhardt, inner west of Sydney, Australia, with my brother Shlomo III, and we're going to go now to this other JB Hi-Fi. Did you lock the car?
Yeah.
It's open. Sure. So here at the second stop, mate.
Yeah. Thank you.
What's happening, boys? Knuckles. How we doing? Knuckles. Just the movies. Yeah. Oh, these lunch boxes. I like these lunch boxes.
Yeah.
I wanted to get one, a Nightmare on Elm Street one, but
They're old school American.
yeah. Oh fuck, they've also renovated this store too. Oh, I found it. Last one. The Blair Witch. I wanted to get that one. Just hopefully it's not fucked up. The other store didn't have it. This store had it. Love delicatessen, man. No, but this is just a standard Blu-ray. So we've got Evil Dead. No. Max, this is for Critty so we can watch it. Highly underrated movie, this one. So right now, these are the horrors. This is another one that I just... This is a great Thai West film. Like that. Put that in there. All sports rotation rarities. Sorry? I am back, mate. Okay, so these are some that I actually got off the internet. I'll be doing reviews on them in the future. But yeah, I got some sushis. So I'll show you what I got. That's tuna. Then I got California and salmon with wasabi. Got a lot of movies here. Got a lot of movies here. It's around 12 o'clock now, lunchtime, so I'm gonna eat. And then I'll show you what I got. So I'll show you that right now. And boom! Okay. It is the next day. I didn't have a chance to film yesterday because I've got my relatives staying with me for the holiday season. So nevertheless, let's get this video started with the first shop, the Broadway shop, and then we'll get started after that on the second one, which was the Leica JB Hi-Fi. So let's get it rolling. First 4K I got was Footloose on 4K. Haven't seen this movie, but it's a great 80s dance flick with Kevin Bacon, and you gotta love Kevin Bacon. Next one I got is a horror 4K, and that is Eyes Without a Face. Haven't seen this one. I'm quite certain it's either an Italian or French horror film. I'm pretty sure it's a French horror film, Italian horror film. Heard a lot of good things about this film, but anyways, let's keep on rolling. Election on 4K. Now, not a lot of people know this, but Alexander Payne, who is a phenomenal filmmaker, he did Sideways, and he's done a whole bunch of movies, Nebraska, The Descendants, Election. He's actually of Greek heritage, like myself, but grew up in America but for me, I grew up in Australia. Anyways, Election is a great film. It's got that Alexander Payne feel to it. It's about a school election, pretty much. It's pretty funny, though, I will say that. Next one is an 80s... Nick Cassavetes is in this, I didn't even know that. He's also Greek, too. What are the odds? Anyways, the next one is The Wrath. Now, haven't seen this movie. Oh, Randy Quaid's also in this. Looks like a cool 80s flick. I'm going to check it out. Next, we've got some Disney Pixar films. Toy Story 4 and 3 on 4K. Don't have these ones on 4K, so I had to pick them up. This is the 2-disc edition, 4K and Blu-ray, and this is just the 1-disc edition with the 4K. Okay, next one is, this is supposed to be a really good animated film. My neighbors had seen this film. My brother saw this film, and a lot of people are saying this is a great film. This is a DreamWorks animated film, and that is The Wild Robot. Never seen it. Now, next one I got is Rambo 2, First Blood. Now, I've got Rambo 1. I wanted to get Rambo 3. They didn't have it because, in my opinion, the first 3 Rambo films are the best, and then after that, they kind of went downhill. Anyways, next film is Francis Ford Coppola's film starring Marlon Brando and Robert Duvall. This is the 3-disc Final Cut edition of Apocalypse Now. Great Vietnam War film. What can I say? This is like one of the best Vietnam War films of all time. In my opinion, I probably like Full Metal Jacket a bit more than that, but that's just my opinion. Next one is a Stephen King horror film, the original Pet Sematary on 4K. Great horror film. Next one is a Studio Ghibli film, Hayao Miyazaki, his latest film that he did, and I got this on 4K. And this is the winner of Academy, or this one, the actual Best Animated Feature of 2024 Academy Award winning anime film, and that is The Boy and the Heron. Really cool film. Comes in a slipcase. What can I say? I haven't seen it, don't know much about it, but a lot of people are saying it's a good film, so I gotta check it out. Okay, next one is Ghost. Patrick Swayze, Ghost, rest in peace. Demi Moore, Patrick Swayze, Whoopi Goldberg won the Academy Award for this film.
Great, just classic film. Very sad now that Patrick Swayze is no longer with us. It's even sadder to watch it. Now, this is a horror film I didn't know much about, but Sean C. Phillips, cool dude, actually he mentions this a lot in his YouTube videos. He's another YouTuber. And this is the Australian horror film, and being an Australian myself, I have not seen this. Don't know much about this, but this is the limited 2-disc 4K Blu-ray edition by Umbrella Entertainment of Dead End Drive-In. Now, I don't know what to say, but the guy in the back here looks like David Duchovny. But yeah, don't know really much about this one. Next one is a classic film that I went to the cinemas and watched. This was really big when this came out. I remember the song by P. Diddy, and that is Godzilla, the Americanized version of Godzilla. Matthew Broderick. This is region free. Godzilla, you all know Godzilla. Now, so much more. I wish I always had this problem. Anyways, next one is Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman and Paul Heinrich in a great film, and that is Casablanca, a classic film. Hugh Hefner's favorite film, actually. Fun fact. And the next one is Jack Nicholson, Faye Dunaway movie. Seen this once, loved it. Actually stars Roman Polanski when he was younger, and that is Chinatown. Cool film, cool movie. All right. Next one is another Stephen King film, adaptation from one of his novels. I've got the novel, and that is The Green Mile, starring Tom Hanks. And this actor here, rest in peace. I'll tell you what his name is. Michael Clark Duncan, rest in peace. Such a beautiful just person, and it's so sad that he's no longer with us. Next is the final season and the 11th season, and I've ordered the others. 9 and 10, wait, was it? Yeah, 9, 10, and 9 and 10 on DVD. But these are, Curb Your Enthusiasm, the last 2 seasons. Love this show. It's up there with Seinfeld. Definitely one of my favorite sitcoms. I don't know if you would call it a sitcom, but yeah, more or less, it's one of my favorite comedy television shows. Up there with Seinfeld, really funny, that show. Now this one is a foreign film. I saw the cover, read the back, and I really liked it. And this is called, what is this even called? I can't even read this. The Lily, this one. Really cool looking movie, and I'll read the synopsis to you real quick because it sounds phenomenal. The mysterious Hunyak Shik arrives at a rural fishing resort, renting a tiny floating cabin from the silent He Jin. He spends his time in quiet contemplation, watching the other men fishing and the day-to-day events that unfold. And then something sinister happens, but really cool looking movie. Now this is another film I didn't know anything about. I saw the cover, read the back, looked pretty cool, and this is Intruder, Scott Spiegels. A grocery store night shift could be pretty easy. A handful of customers, shelving new stock, maybe even time for some fooling around. But tonight is different. Somebody else is stalking the store, and they are out for blood. And the blood count keeps growing. So that one looked really cool. Next one is a classic film that I grew up watching, and this is a Fairy Tale, a true story. This is a kids film from, I'm pretty sure it was the 90s, 97. Haven't seen it in a while. I released for the first time on Blu-ray here in Australia, so I had to get that. And this is another one that I did a video on, but I had to send it back because it was damaged. But I got the Aussie version, and that is, the 4K Ultra HD and Blu-ray 85th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz. This is the Australian release, which is essentially the same as the US and UK release of this, but I'm not going to go into detail, but I'm glad I got that one. Now this is the only Cloverfield film that I've seen, and this is 10 Cloverfield Lane. Definitely a great 4K, great film, great performance by John Goodman. Kind of end of the world, the woman crashes the car, and a bystander takes her out of the wreck and into his bunker, and then they live in that bunker, until all the smoke and gas and everything above land the above land kind of equalizes. But yeah, really cool movie. Next one is a James Dean classic, a George Stevens production, and that is Giant, one of James Dean's only other films other than this and East of Eden and Rebel Without a Cause. Haven't seen this one, but it's about James Dean's character on a ranch. Next one is a Bill Murray film, and that is the classic Scrooge. Haven't seen this either. Another one is Soldier Blue. This is a really interesting movie about the Native Americans and kind of how they integrate with the white people. Anyways, next one is the Spielberg film by Tobe Hooper, and that is the original Poltergeist. Yes, Poltergeist, classic Poltergeist. Next one is the 4K for the first time here in Australia, and this is Run Lola Run. This is a foreign film that I've never seen. I've always seen the cover growing up, but hey, I thought I'm 32 now, it's time to get it. Now, this is a favorite film of mine. I can play the intro on guitar, I can play guitar. Haven't said that to, not a lot of people know that. But anyways, this is a mad Clint Eastwood film starring Gene Hackman, Morgan Freeman, Richard Harris, winner of 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. This is the 25th anniversary of Unforgiven. Now, this is a really good film about, what is this about? Yeah, this was produced and directed by Clint Eastwood. This is about kind of revenge. I can't tell you all without spoiling the movie. It's about revenge, redemption, and kind of standing up for yourself. But anyways, next one is the 10th season. Oh shit, I ordered another one of this online. I'll have to return it. But anyways, this is the Curb Your Enthusiasm, the 10th season. Didn't know we even had this. So your 10th season as well. Another cool horror film that I've never seen, but it looked very similar to Hellraiser when picking it up, and that is Goodnight Mommy. Yeah, this is definitely a disturbing horror film that I'm pretty sure it's a foreign film, but I can't remember from what country. I'm not sure if it's original title, Ich Sech. So I'm pretty sure it's either German or Dutch. Does it say what country it's from? If you know what country it's from, message me down below, but yeah. Next one is a classic Mel Brooks film starring Gene Wilder, rest in peace, and that is Blazing Saddles. Very, very funny movie. Could never get made today, mind you. And the last one in this bag for the first store that I went to is the Steven Spielberg film. This is one of his earlier films. I think this came right after Jaws or right before, and that is The Sugarland Express, starring Goldie Hawn. Really, really cool movie that, you know, I don't think a lot of people have seen. I haven't even seen it as well. But you know what? Read the synopsis, I checked it out online. It looked like a really good film. But now I'm gonna cut the camera so I can tackle this away, and then we'll get started on the second bag. Let's go.